I know exactly which one. It's like I was born.
Thank you. So do you.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure.
Okay, so there's a couple things.
Tyler's right behind you. Come on, let me be in this section. I'm in the corner.
I was still curious to see if the black ever got it.
Well, I don't understand. I'm sure
Oh, cool. There's people on too.
Yes. If not, then I know I don't have this guy.
So far.
because that's how you submitted it. Right. At the time. I gave yourself this and I just went in and oh, good. Oh, yeah, okay. So she don't love it. Yeah. She's going to be talking about it. Second trade here there. And Loretta, I don't. Oh, good.
We kind of got stuck.
No, it's like 93's out.
Did you have finding your parents?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, we ask all students, families, and staff to please find their seats. Students, your seats are in the front center with your names on the front and your baby pictures on the back if you submitted those to us. Families, we have had seating set up on both sides of the student area. Please just find a group of seats that match your party size, and staff should be seated directly in front of the speakers to the left of the stage or right of the stage from my perspective. We will get started here in about 2 minutes. Thank you.
She's the last person.
Good evening. Thank you for coming out tonight. We're delighted to have you all with us to celebrate the 4th annual PTECH completion ceremony. We'll be honoring 39 graduates today, all of whom we're extremely proud. A few reminders about this evening. The New York State Department of Health and Department of Education require masks to be worn for the duration of the event. Please stay inside your pod for the duration of the ceremony. We have a photographer on site and will distribute digital copies of all photographs of your student free of charge after the ceremony. There will be time at the end to take pictures. If you need to use the restroom during the ceremony, the restroom is inside the physical education building directly behind the stage. Walk down the hall, take a right, and there's a men's and women's room right there. At this time, I would ask that everyone please stand as one of our completers, Brooke Nellis, leads us in the national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you, Brooke. Please remain standing as PTECH program completers Marco Franch-Garrett, who's training with the U.S. National Guard, and Alejandro Christopher, who will attend the U.S. Coast Guard Academy, lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Marco and AJ. You may be seated. Next, please give your attention to PTECH Assistant Principal Celeste Keene, who will introduce our HFM Boces leadership.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. And thank you all for being here to celebrate with us this evening. I'd like to take a few minutes to introduce the District Superintendent for the Hamilton, Colton, Montgomery Boces, Dr. David Ziskin. As an Amsterdam native, Dr. Ziskin has spent most of his nearly 3 decades in education, working as a teacher and administrator in local school districts, serving in Amsterdam, Port Elizabeth, Wanda, Fultonville, and Fort Wayne. As the HFM Boces Superintendent, Dr. Ziskin is focused on HFM's valued partnerships to provide opportunities for student success and local workforce development. Please help me welcome Dr. Ziskin to the stage.
team. Appreciate that very much. I do have just a few brief, but I assure you genuine remarks that I'd like to share with our leaders. I cannot pass up an opportunity to speak about early college programs. You see, a little over a decade ago, I participated in the initial kind of imagination sessions of what this early college high school that we refer to as PTECH would actually look like. So I've been very invested in the PTECH model since before its inception here in our region. And as I look out at our completers, I really am filled with pride. As I said, I can't pass up the opportunity to also express my admiration for you. Early college students make me proud. You've accepted both the challenges and the support that are inherent to the PTECH experience. Completing post-secondary work prior to your graduation from high school is an exceptional accomplishment, and I congratulate all of you. The PTECHs of HFM Boces are grounded in equity and focused on opportunity. Your presence here today as a completer is evidence that you have recognized and maximized this fantastic opportunity. Congratulations. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ziskin. Next, I'd like to introduce the Hamilton, Colton, Montgomery, Boces Board President, Dr. Harry Brooks. Dr. Brooks is a longtime leader in the HFM region. Before serving on the HFM Board of Education, he was the superintendent for local school districts, including Edinburgh and Broad Alban Firth, and was the interim superintendent in Northville and Wheelerville. He was elected to the Boces Board in 2013 and has been the vice president and president since then. Please help me welcome Dr. Brooks.
Thank you, Mrs. Greene. I was kind of amused when I looked at the program and it said a word from the HFM Boces Board President. Some of you may have heard me, and I rarely do this in a word. So I think it's the sort of wishful thinking and trying to box me into how much time I would have. What I started doing is writing down what I wanted to say. I am getting older, and some people think I write because I may forget, but I write because I won't be tempted to wander off too far. So tonight, on behalf of the Board of Education for the Hamilton, Colton, Montgomery, Boces, I want to congratulate all of the completers on the achievement that they've accomplished in the PTECH program. You worked hard to achieve your goals, those goals that brought you to PTECH in the first place. We're truly proud of all that you've achieved. Board members are volunteers. They volunteer time and in some cases, a lot of work to serve on a Board of Education. We volunteer hoping that our work will make a difference in the lives of the students who choose Boces as their learning option. As I look at all of the completers, and as I've heard of the work that you've done and the achievements that you've accomplished, I know that you're prepared for the next chapter of your life. I know that you're set to achieve your dreams and your goals. I know that you'll make your life and the lives of those around you, the world, a better place. You are the reward that those of us who are serving on boards seek to find. You make our work worthwhile. So on behalf of the Board of Education for our Boces, I want to congratulate you. I wanted to thank your teachers and your school administration and staff members for all the work they did, particularly this year when it was so challenging. And I want to comment on the parents and the guardians and those at home who especially this year worked together to support you in your progress. So on behalf of the board, I say congratulations. I'm so pleased to be here, and I'm so glad that you made my work worthwhile.
you, Dr. Brooks. Now we'd like to introduce our guest speaker, Gail Greene. Gail has over 35 years of experience in workforce development, including 20 years as a national trainer and as a presenter at state and national conferences. She has served as executive director of the Colton, Montgomery, and Schoharie County Workforce Development Board since July of 2000. Prior to that, she was director of the New York Employment and Training Institute at SUNY Albany. Gail has a long history of working collaboratively with other workforce partner programs locally, regionally, and statewide. She has participated as a PTECH mentor since our founding in 2015. We're delighted she's here tonight as our special guest speaker. Please welcome Gail Greene to the podium.
Good evening. I'm following in Dr. Brooks's footsteps. I have something written down too. And again, it's not because I'm afraid I'll forget. It's afraid Dr. Brooks that I will wander. So like you, I have my written remarks. Good afternoon, everyone. Students, administrators, faculty, friends, family. It is a pleasure and an honor to be here with you today at the FMS, that's my office, the HFM Boces PTECH completion ceremony. So thank you very much for the invitation. I really am honored. As you just heard, I'm the executive director of the Colton, Montgomery, and Schoharie County's Workforce Development Board. Our mission is to provide a quality workforce for our businesses and quality employment opportunities for our job seekers. We serve adults, both employed and unemployed, as well as youth. And while we want to provide quality jobs for our community, we also want to provide you as young people with the skills that you will need to compete for these jobs. There's a very popular song in 1918, right at the end of World War I. The first line went something like, how are you going to keep them down on the farm after they've seen Paris? And this was about all those young soldiers who came over from agricultural areas in the United States and for the first time saw Paris, all the other big cities of Europe. And people were concerned that they would never want to go back to the agricultural jobs. They would want to move to the cities. So for us today, we might interpret that as, how are we going to keep them in Fulton, Montgomery County after you've seen New York City or Boston or San Francisco? So accepting that risk that we might lose you to another city or state, we still want to provide you with the skills necessary for quality jobs, regardless of whether you decide to go to New York City or Boston or San Francisco, or stay in our local community. As you know, our PTECH program partners with Colton Montgomery Community College and SUNY Cobleskill to provide the opportunity for you to earn a 2-year college degree while completing your requirements for a Regents High School diploma. My role as a business mentor has been to share with you the importance of professional skills and real-life world experiences as a component of how PTECH tailors its programs and career pathways to meet current workforce needs. Looking back over our time together, we've had some great discussions and I hope some great learning experiences. When I was traveling and training, I used to say, if you can take one new idea home, or you can share one new idea with someone else, that workshop you attended has not been wasted. It's been worthwhile. And I've learned that as well. But who would imagine that when I first started volunteering for this program in 2015, that our interactions over this past year would all be virtual instead of in person. We have really transitioned into discussions and learning experiences with virtual job interviews and virtual job seeking and keeping skills. And one of the job seeking and keeping skills we have always emphasized is, if you're on time, you're late. If you're 5 minutes early, you're on time. And we found this was true this year. Whether you're in a physical visitors area waiting for an interview or in a virtual Zoom waiting room waiting to be connected to the interview, employers don't want to wait for you. They want you to be ready to join the action. Another thing you might want to remember is we all have the opportunity to keep on learning. This is not the end. You may be using a different format, but the opportunity is there. You just need to reach out and embrace it. So I would just like to take this opportunity to recognize all 39 of you. I think you are all outstanding young people, and I'm so proud to be able to say that I am part of this incredible learning community. So thank you one more time for inviting me today, and congratulations to each and every one of you for completing a very important step in your life's journey. Thank you again.
Thank you, Gail. Next, we want to bring up our first student speaker. Please join me in welcoming Siu Go to the stage.
Hello everyone. If you don't know me, my name is Siuko. I'm part of cohort 4, and I was lucky enough to finish within 4 years. To be honest, if you told me 4 years ago that I'd be up here giving you this speech right now, I wouldn't have believed you. PTECH has done amazing wonders for me, some that most of my family would have never believed happened. My biggest obstacle I overcame was breaking out of my shell. When I was younger, I was extremely shy. Because of this, I found the program very difficult at first. I was too scared to talk to anyone I didn't know, let alone give a presentation to business partners. When the first project was launched, I threw myself right into the mix. Even though I was shy, I gave out some ideas to try to help everyone in the project. I did my best to help out if I knew something somebody else didn't, and I would also talk something out if I didn't understand something. If I couldn't figure out after that, I would reach out to a teacher, which, to be honest, wouldn't have happened before this program. I made some wonderful friends I'm so glad I met, and I also got to experience what it's like talking and working with professional business partners. It was such an amazing opportunity to be able to give tours around the school or even answer some simple questions that business partners would throw at me. It made me learn how to be professional and how it could be in a career in the future. I wish I could say my experience was smooth sailing, but I really can't. Like anything else, there have been some ups and downs, happy and sad moments, and just moments where you can decide if you can handle the challenge the school presents you with. One of my biggest challenges have been being one of the only female students in cybersecurity. Although more women are joining computer fields, it is not very common. Not only I am female, but I'm also very young. Because of this, I felt like I had to prove myself. I had to go against all odds and standards and show that I can finish this degree. In classes, I would always try to answer questions professors asked me without looking like a know-it-all. And I honestly just tried to push myself as hard as I could to get the best grades I can. I won't lie and say it was easy, because there was times where I was up all night long just trying to do my best on homework, or up all night long and studying just to try to do my best on an exam that's the next day. I will forever cherish my experience of going to PTECH, and I will use the knowledge that I gained from the program for the rest of my life. Though I can't speak for everyone, even though it was a challenge from time to time, this experience still changed me for who I am and how I look at different situations. I know we all had times where we didn't think we could make it, but we all did, and I'm so proud of all of us. Congratulations, everyone. I wish you all the best moving forward in life, and I hope we all keep in contact. Thank you.
Thank you, Sue. Next, we have two students who will take the stage and deliver their speech together. Please welcome Loretta Newcomer and Megan Dion.
Hello, family and friends. As Mr. Davis just said, I'm Megan, and this is Loretta, and we're part of the Ag PTECH program. All of the completers have come so far in the few years it has taken us. It is amazing to see how many completers we have this year. Although it may have taken some of us longer than expected, it is phenomenal to see how we have persevered and completed both our degrees and our high school diplomas. It has been especially hard this past year and a half with COVID, but we are still here and we still finished. PTECH has given us so many new opportunities, from changing pathways to exploring career options. I started out my PTECH adventure thinking that I wanted to be in the advanced manufacturing program. But after learning my other options and having many experiences outside of school, I learned that I wanted to be a veterinarian, be the closest to my intended path. After a year at FMCC, the co-location happened, and I was able to transfer to the degree and school that I wanted to go to in my future. I transferred to SUNY Cobleskill as an ag science student and still completed my degree in my senior year of high school. I am also able to stay at my animal science bachelor with extreme ease.
During my years at PTECH, I went through relatively few changes in mind. I started thinking I wanted to be a veterinarian, and now I'm playing with the idea of becoming a teacher. With the projects that we do every year and talking with my college professors and other students, I'm interested in teaching a start. I had one college professor this past semester that I really enjoyed. She was very energetic and she was very passionate when she taught, and she really helped me focus on a goal that is a bit more reachable than being a veterinarian. She opened my eyes to the possibility of being a very good teacher, and she really helped increase the possibility for her project this semester. Nonetheless, my curious nature took over, and when I come back from basic training for the Army National Guard this summer, I may go back to school for ag education and see what my future holds.
The program opens so many new doors for both of us that it's amazing to see what will come of both the alumni and those still in the program. Taking on the extra responsibility of an internship with our busy schedules was one of the doors to go through. I have one at Daughter's Tree Farm, and Loretta has one with Mr. Frankel, the Ag PTECH teacher. It may seem strange that me, an animal person, decided to intern at a tree farm. I originally saw it as an agricultural internship and thought it would look good on a future resume. Then I sent a few emails and learned some more info and decided even though I would be working with plants, why not? I knew a little bit about the Gowderys from our English teacher, Mrs. Gowdery. His name sounds familiar? So I have been hanging out with plants on Saturdays, and I just enjoyed every single minute of it. I enjoy the people, I enjoy the outdoors. It is honestly very peaceful. I may not know what everything is, but that's okay, because I'm learning. Seeing this side of agriculture is extremely interesting to me because it is something you don't see every day. As I learn more about these plants, I can use this knowledge to know if something is harmful for certain animals, and I will know what they will look like. So maybe at first it didn't seem like the best opportunity, but now I think it is perfect.
My internship with Mr. Frankel was really one that I could not imagine being any better. I spend my days with him in the South Scarlet, and I get to lead some exercises too. I had the internship by just looking around at what I could do and what I wanted to do in the future. With the interest in teaching that recently appeared, the internship with Mr. Frankel looked very promising and enjoyable. After I mentioned my interest, I had to wait for a few weeks for things to be sorted out, and in April, I got the news I wouldn't be working with Mr. Frankel till the end of the school year. It's been 3 weeks since I started, and I love it. I like handling eggs with the freshmen and also created a few quizzes for the other classes that went better than I thought. Working with him and the other classmates will show me what to do and what not to do to control what chaos can be brought. It also shows me how immature her class was when we were first starting out, and the difference is astounding. From complaining about homework to complaining about the lack of knowledge our college professors give us for projects, we've grown leaps and bounds, both mentally and physically. Even though up until our last day, we complained about our classes, we still learned more than we thought we could, and missed out on more like professors. We went to those in our home base, the classroom we spent almost all day in, and grew up because of it. Some students played devil's advocate, and some just simply listened. but we all matured because of our shared complaints or triumphs.
For us, PTECH has been our family and our second home. Even though we come from different schools, we came together, and maybe not on the first day, but we eventually became family. Like all families, we fight and tease each other, but we also laugh and support those of us in need. It may have been silly, but this year, we decided to do a nice senior prank on our transitional counselor, Ms. Hale.
We bought her a card and some dry erase markers because the ones in 1 or 214, our classroom, were almost always dry. We layered paper bags and boxes and packing tape, and we gave it to her. She struggled a small bit to open the package as we stood by and watched and laughed. We love that we can play jokes on each other, with little to no serious consequences, especially when we don't see each other as often as we like. I know that during the high school years, pranks more along the lines of turning each other's computers off, but all of us took the jokes in stride. Once we got to college, we mourned the lack of contact with our high school teachers, but some of us still got to see them weekly. We bonded over malfunctioning computers and Wi-Fi, we quarreled over projects and the stress of online learning.
Even though I transferred to the ag program and didn't know anyone, I was still able to make many new friends. It just goes to show how far the PTECH family tree extends, and the branches just continue to grow. As we gain more students and have more memories together, our bonds grow stronger. Though many of us may not stay in touch, we will remember the good times and the bad, and the ones that made us who we are. I know for a fact that I will remember when I was still at Jansen, and I had a math class with Loretta's brother, Justin. He would do some of the craziest and comical things just to make us all happy. He one time decided that he was a walrus. He was down on his hands, dragging his body through the doorway like a walrus. And he did this almost every single time we went into class. And the teacher just looked at him and said, "Why?" And there was no reply because there was no reason, just for the purpose of putting a smile on someone's face. Then I met his sister, Loretta, at Cobblestone, and we became friends as well. We always laugh and have fun together, but even though she was on the Ag Tech branch of the tree, and I didn't know who she was yet, she's an awesome person, and I have had such a great time being in both programs.
So as we go on to the next step in our lives, we remember all the things we have done to be here today. They always say that the reason why most graduations are actually commencement ceremonies is because we are commencing, we're starting our new experiences and next chapters. Some of us may be continuing our education, others may be going straight into the workforce, or have an excellent internship already lined up. Either way, we may be done now, but there are so many other accomplishments yet to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Loretta and Megan. Our third and final speaker is Nick Grassmeister. Please welcome him to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nick Grassmeister, and I'm one of this year's graduates from HFM PTECH. I've been in the program for 6 years. Over the course of those years, I have a lot of experience and know a lot of people. And as I look at this year's group of graduates, I noticed a decent amount of scholars. For those of you who don't know, a scholars will be called the years after senior. Anyway, each year, there are more and more seniors doing the program. Not only does that show a large amount of determination from those students to get to the program at that speed, it shows an evolution of PTECH and her staff to more consistently and efficiently put students through at that pace. However, to the scholars, sticking to the program for 5 or 6 years shows a large amount of perseverance and strength to go through the program that long and get to, not to the finish line, where we all are right now, the winner's circle. No matter how long it took, it's a huge accomplishment. When I found out I'd be speaking today, I was trying to think, was my experience here really unique? And if so, what made it unique? And yes, it was unique, but it was not because of who I was, or at least not only because of who I was. It was because of you, all the students at PTECH. not to devalue the knowledge and experience we got at PTECH, but I truly believe that the people at PTECH will be the greatest gift the school has given us. And there's a few different ways to interpret that. First, I mean, literally, many people have created lasting bonds and relationships at the school. Many of those people might not have met, whether they go to different school districts or they're in different cliques at their home school. As many of the speakers said before me, PTECH really is like a family of sorts. We've gone through a lot and we've spent many countless hours working on projects together. And over the course of those years, sure, many friend groups have established, but many people I know would end up bouncing between friend groups, not because they couldn't fit in, but because everyone was welcome, because we were in this together, we were close. However, it wasn't always like that. Freshman year, you knew nobody. And that is the other way that the people is the greatest gift here. PTECH is known for its diversity, especially those who are coming from smaller school districts. During my 6 years in the program, I met many different types of people. And I'm more than sure all of you have people as well. These people come from different cultures, have different childhoods, and in a few cases come from different countries. Our exposure to these different diverse people puts us way ahead of graduates in other schools, in my opinion at least. Especially due to the fact that we had to work through it. Our first day of school, our first project, you get off the bus, with the people we got off the bus with, they come from your district, you know them, and you get sat down at a table with 5 or 6 people we never met, and they say, all right, you have 2 weeks to do the project, good luck. As a freshman, that's intimidating. You know none of these people, but the knowledge that we gained, learning how to work with people we don't know, how to find their strengths and weaknesses, it's immeasurable. PTECH, in my opinion, is like a funnel. You have all these people coming from different paths, Amsterdam, Kendrick area, wherever, all coming in to PTECH. And during a time of the program, we become close. However, after we leave the program, the paths continue to diverge. Some people go to 4 years of school, right into a job, internship, the military, professional sports, whatever it may be. However, we do have PTECH to bond us all together. That's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nick. Let's have one more round of applause for our student speakers. Next, I'd like to invite one of our school counselors, Jen Sponable, to present a special award.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. I'm proud to present this year's HFM Boces Teachers Association Scholarship. This award is given to an HFM program completer who embodies the qualities of collaboration, communication, creativity, and critical thinking. This year, the award is being presented to 2 students, both extraordinarily kind, genuine, and strong students. They've been active members of PTECH and have been since they began the program as 9th graders. Each student has served as excellent ambassadors and role models for our program. And I know that even after graduation, they'll stay connected to PTECH. Please join me in congratulating CU Go and MJ Logan as recipients of the HFM This team will now present 2 additional scholarships.
For these 2 scholarships, we'd like the student recipients to please stand and be recognized from their seats. You will be receiving your scholarships in the mail. First, we'll honor the recipient of the Community Service Scholarship given by the Twin Cities Council of Churches. This scholarship goes to a senior who shows exemplary service to his community. The award in the amount of $500 goes to Jackson Haverly. Congratulations, Jackson. This scholarship in the amount of $500 is given to a senior who is planning to further their education at an accredited 2 or 4-year school. The recipient must have completed the scholarship application and been a faithful exhibitor at the fair. This award goes to Megan Dion. I'll turn it over to Mr. David.
Tonight, we want to take a moment to thank and honor a member of our HFM Boces leadership team who has committed a great deal of time and energy to ensuring the success of our program. Dr. Lorraine Hohenforst is retiring this year after a long career in education. She has worked at HFM Boces since 1989. During the past 11 years, she has served as assistant superintendent and now deputy superintendent. This evening, we'd like to present Dr. Hohenforst with a token of our appreciation for her leadership and dedication to the PTECH program. On a personal note, I want to thank Dr. Hohenforst for being a fantastic mentor to me in my first year as a principal. Thank you for your hard work since PTECH's inception 7 years ago. Please come up to the stage. Now for the special recognition of those who completed all the requirements of the HFM PTECH program. Not only did these students finish high school, which is a monumental achievement in itself, but these 39 students also completed a college degree, much of it alongside their high school coursework. Each of these students is receiving a special plaque. I'd like to invite PTECH school counselors Jennifer Sponable and our college liaisons, Cassandra Hale and Katura Talent, to help us honor those students who have completed the HFM PTECH program.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Students, please come to the front when your name is called and take your plaque as you step onto the stage. We ask that you pause in the center to have your photo taken. Frank Alvarez. From the Colton School District, and he's earned his degree in Business Administration from FMCC. He plans to pursue his bachelor's degree in Business Administration from Siena College. His long-term goal is to work in investment banking. Jonas Barkovich. Jonas is from the Amsterdam School District and has earned his degree in health studies from FMCC. He plans to pursue his bachelor's degree in psychology at SUNY Albany. Nicholas Jacksmeister. Nick is from the Greater Amsterdam School District and has earned his degree in electrical technology from FMCC. He's employed as an operations specialist at PTECH. His long-term plans are to get into an apprenticeship program and possibly pursue a degree in education. Alejandro Christopher. AJ is from the Amsterdam School District and has earned his degree in electrical technology from FMCC, where he was named a distinguished graduate in that degree program. AJ is our first graduate to successfully complete this degree program in 4 years, which is a testament to his hard work and fortitude. He is planning to continue his education at the U.S. Coast Guard Academy as an electrical engineering major. And long term, he'd like to serve in the Coast Guard for 20 years and work in the private sector as an engineer. Next up, we have Haley Clear. Haley is from the Fonda-Fultonville School District and has earned her degree in agricultural science from SUNY Cobblestone. She plans to attend SUNY Oswego and major in zoology and art illustration. Her long-term goal is to work in animal conservation.
Christiana Cowan. Christiana is from the Broadalton Park Central School District and received her degree in animal industry from SUNY Cobblestone in December of 2020. She will attend SUNY Albany to earn her bachelor's degree in human development and then plans to pursue her master's degree and become an elementary school teacher. Megan Dion. Megan is a student from Mayfield Central School District and has earned her degree from SUNY Cobblestone in agricultural science. She plans to continue her education at Cobblestone and major in animal science pre-vet with the goal of becoming a large animal veterinarian. Luke Baxter. Luke is from the Fort Plains Central School District and has earned his degree in computer information systems from FMCC. He plans to continue his education at SUNY Polytechnic to pursue a degree in computer engineering. Adam Peebles. Adam is from the OESJ School District and earned his degree in animal industry from SUNY Cobblestone in December of 2020. He is using his skills in the farming industry as a working member of his family's business, the Peebles Farm. Siyuko. Siyu is from the Greater Johnstown School District and has earned her associate degree from FMCC in computer networking and cybersecurity. She's planning to attend the College of St. Rose to pursue her bachelor's degree in cybersecurity with an accelerated master's degree in computer science. Her goal is to employ law enforcement for digital and cyber forensics. Noah Handy. Noah is from Mayfield Central School District and is receiving his degree in computer networking and cybersecurity from FM. Jackson Haverly. Jackson is from the Greater Johnstown School District. He earned his degree in computer networking and cybersecurity from FMCC, where he was named a distinguished graduate in that degree program. He plans to attend SUNY Polytechnic in Utica, where he'll pursue his bachelor's degree in cybersecurity. Long term, Jackson wants to continue on to his master's degree and get a job in cybersecurity with a defense contractor or government agency. Tyler Henderson. Tyler formerly attended Amsterdam School District and received his degree in agricultural business from SUNY Cobblestone in December of 2020. He now attends the Modern Welding School in Schenectady. Rebecca Hillman. Rebecca is from the Gloversville and Mars School District and earned her degree in business administration from FMCC in December 2020. She's attending Bryant and Stratton College to pursue her bachelor's degree in general management. Haley Hunter. Haley's from the Broadalton First Central School District and has earned her associate degree in health studies from FM. She's planning to go into the medical field following graduation, and she hopes to continue to advance herself in that line of work. Damian Jonker was not able to make it tonight. Damian Jonker is from the Cannon Central School District and earned his degree in agriculture, power machinery from SUNY Cobblestone. He is pursuing employment in construction and heavy equipment. Michelle Joyce. Michelle is from the Colton Central School District and earned her degree in agricultural animal industry from St. Clovisville. She plans to continue her education in the near future with an open mind to the opportunities that lie ahead. William Linus King. Linus is from the Greater Johnstown School District and has earned his degree in Computer Information Systems from FMCC. Linus plans to enter the workforce after graduation and pursue a career in computer networking. Cheyenne Kelly. Cheyenne is from the Montgomery School District and has earned her associate degree from FM in Health Studies. She's planning to attend Harvard College to major in biology with a pre-physician's assistant track. Her ultimate goal is to become a pathologist and work in disease control. Marco Project Air. Marco is from the Wells Central School District and has earned his degree in computer networking and cybersecurity from FM. He plans to complete his military training in the Army National Guard and pursue his bachelor's degree at SUNY Albany. Shane Crux. Shane is from the Greater Johnstown School District and has earned his degree in Computer Information Systems from FMCC. He is planning to attend SUNY Brockport to pursue his bachelor's degree in computer science. Hunter LaSalle. Hunter is from the Greater Amsterdam School District and has earned his degree in Computer Information Systems from FMCC. He plans to enter the workforce in the IT field. Matthew Laporte. Matthew is from the North Central School District and has earned his degree in Computer Information Systems from FMCC. He plans to enter the workforce with an eye toward working at Global Foundries. Marjorie Logan. MJ is from the Amsterdam School District and has earned her degree in Health Studies from FMCC. She plans to continue on to the nursing program at FMCC with the goal of working at a local hospital in the future. Brooke Nellis. Brooke is from the Greater Johnstown School District and has earned her degree in Health Studies from FMCC. She is planning to continue her education at FMCC in the nursing program. Her long-term goal is to become a certified nurse midwife. Sorry, pages stuck together. Xavier Maldonado. Xavier is from Mayfield Central School District and earned his degree in Computer Networking and Cybersecurity from FMCC. He plans to pursue his bachelor's degree in Cybersecurity and Networking at SUNY Polytechnic. Destiny Madrano. Destiny is from the Greater Amsterdam School District and has earned her degree in Business Management from FMCC. She plans to pursue her bachelor's degree in Business Administration at SUNY Albany
and then start her own business. Cameron Morrison. Cameron is from the Gloversville Mark School District and has earned his degree in business management from FMCC. He is employed at Walmart Distribution Center and plans to pursue a bachelor's degree in accounting. Loretta Newcomer. Loretta is from the Agricultural School District and has earned her degree in agricultural science from SUNY Cobleskill. She is joining the New York Army National Guard to train and become an unmanned aerial system operator, which is a drone pilot. Star Pasillo, another student who can't be here tonight. Star is from the Greater Amsterdam School District and is receiving her degree in agricultural business from SUNY Cobleskill. She is planning to enter the military after graduation to explore possible career opportunities in the future. Joshua Peck. Josh is from the Greater Johnstown School District and earned his degree in electrical technology from FMCC. He plans to attend SUNY Polytechnic to major in nanoscale engineering and then continue on to get his master's degree in the science field. Elijah Persett. Elijah is from the Greater Amsterdam School District and has earned his degree in business management from FMCC. He plans to move to Colorado to go to trade school and long-term would like to rebuild homes and manage rental properties. Kristen Quist. Kristen is from the Greater Amsterdam School District and earned her degree in animal industry from SUNY Cobleskill. She is pursuing her bachelor's degree in canine training and management from SUNY Cobleskill as well. William Shaw. William is from the OESJ School District and is receiving his degree in electrical technology from FMCC. He plans to serve in the U.S. Army for the next 6 years. Abigail Skane, another student who couldn't make it tonight. Abigail is from the Broad Open Perth Central School District and earned her degree in animal industry from SUNY Cobleskill. She is planning to pursue a bachelor's degree in veterinary technology. Destiny Stewart. Destiny is from the Canada-Harry Central School District and is receiving her degree in business administration from FMCC. She will pursue her bachelor's degree in business administration at SUNY Empire. Aaliyah Van Allen. Aaliyah is from the Greater Amsterdam School District and earned her degree in business administration from FMCC in December 2020. She is continuing her education at SUNY Albany to pursue her bachelor's degree in hospitality management. Tiana Van Allen. Tiana is from the Greater Amsterdam School District and earned her degree in health studies from FMCC in December 2020. She received the Distinguished Graduate Award in her degree program. She is attending SUNY New Paltz to earn her bachelor's degree in psychology and then plans to pursue her doctorate of psychology in clinical counseling. Megan Van Nosten. Megan is from the Northville Central School District and has earned her degree in health studies from FMCC. Megan will work as an emergency medical technician for the Greater Amsterdam Volunteer Ambulance Corps. She plans to apply for a nursing program in the near future. Congratulations to all of you.
So my speech is the last speech, and we have a couple of quick announcements. Students, before you leave, please make sure you grab your lawn sign. They are posted all along both sides of the parking lot here. Each student has one. You can put in your own front lawn. And if you haven't picked up your goodie bag and or your yearbook, we have those available for you as well. Graduates, it's been an honor to lead PTECH during this unique and special year. Working alongside our college partners, your home school districts, HFM Boces administration, PTECH staff, business partners, your families, and of course, all of you. To help you achieve your goal of earning an associate's degree along with your high school diploma. I hope my parting words tonight will help relieve some of the anxiety you may be feeling about the world into which you have just graduated. When I gave a similar speech on this very stage last July, first of all, it was about 20 degrees hotter. So if you think it's hot tonight, last year was oppressive. The world was a very different place. The pandemic appeared to be waning last summer, but we didn't know that it would surge again in the fall and winter. We had just wrapped up a tumultuous spring semester during which PTECH students faced seemingly insurmountable challenges with remote learning, social isolation, and the prospect of a pandemic without an end in sight. Many of you may have been thinking last spring, if I have to do this again next year, I'm not sure I'm going to make it. And yet, despite the hardships that you faced for the past several semesters, you persevered, you made it, you graduated. Tonight, 39 PTECH students stand ready to face what's next, prepared to weather the many challenges life will throw at you. In fact, I believe that as PTECH graduates, you are uniquely prepared to thrive amidst the uncertainty of what a post-COVID world will have in store for you. The decision you made as 13-year-olds in 8th grade to apply to PTECH will have enormously positive consequences for your future. Our student speakers said as much tonight. As PTECH students, you've been trained in the skills which will be integral to the future of work, skills which will carry you forward in a post-pandemic world. Dr. Bill Daggett, founder of the International Center for Leadership and Education, speaks often about the future of work that I just mentioned. In a recent interview, he cited 5 areas that will see a major shift in workplace skills in the next decade. He believes there will be a major decline in the need for manual labor and simple cognitive skills because those things can be replaced by technology. Conversely, he believes there will be a major increase in the need for higher order thinking skills, social emotional skills, and technology skills. Simply put, workers now and in the future will need to be able to program things, check the work that machines are doing, and repair high-tech equipment. PTECH's programs in agriculture, computer science, and advanced manufacturing train students to do just that. Students in our business and health studies pathways will use higher order thinking and social emotional skills to excel in their respective fields. Workers now and in the future will also need to be skilled collaborators and communicators, skills applicable across all occupations. Because project-based learning, working in teams, and public presentations have been foundations of your education at PTECH, each and every one of you already have these skills. While your peers spend valuable time in college or at the beginning of their careers learning the skills of collaboration, communication, and public speaking, you will have a distinct advantage. You'll be stronger candidates for jobs, stronger college students at four-year institutions, or stronger military members, whatever path you choose when you leave PTECH. I want to close by asking students and families to think back to the decisions you were making at 13. Were you thinking about your career at 13? College plans, what job you might want when you're 18, 19, or 20 years old? No, me neither. I know I wasn't thinking about those things at 13. But these 39 completers who just graduated from college, they were thinking about those things. I said earlier that I wanted my words tonight to relieve the very natural feelings of post-graduation uncertainty or anxiety you may have. Graduates, your next chapter will be filled with change, and you're prepared to handle whatever the world throws at you. You made adult decisions at 13 that landed you in an enviable position of being college graduates at ages much younger than most. You possess marketable skills that will make you competitive in the job market. Your dedication and perseverance will carry you far beyond PTECH to accomplish your life's goals. At PTECH, you learn skills to be successful in college and in your career. Most of all, you learn the skills that will always be sought after, whatever the future of work may be. Higher order thinking, collaboration, and communication. Congratulations again to you and your families. Good luck with whatever is next for you, and please stay in touch. We love helping our students find jobs and providing recommendations for work or college. Our help doesn't stop just because you complete the program. Thank you everyone for coming out this evening to celebrate our students. Please join me in giving them one final, well-earned round of applause. That concludes the ceremony this evening. We invite everyone to stay and take pictures for as long as you need to. And again, to our students and families, congratulations. Have a great rest of your night.